Hey folks, this is Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah, where positive energy works. And you know what? 'Tis the season for anxiety. It's mid-October 2021 in the present moment. I don't know when you're watching the video, but we're moving into a season of stress with the holidays. And with all of the stuff that's been going on with the pandemic and stuff, okay? People are coming into the store kind of with their hair on fire, arms flailing, feeling very out of control. Some of it is global, some of it is local, some of it is internal. But every day, multiple times a day, we're dealing with someone who's really, really overloaded on stress and anxiety. And so they're like, what can I do? And there's no one answer. What's going to work for this person isn't necessarily going to work for the other person. But at the core of it, when we're feeling anxious and stressed out, I'm of the opinion that it's because we feel out of control. And when we feel out of control, it puts us in a panic because it's like, I got to know what's going on. I got to control this. And when you understand that you are in control because you are the architect of what is going on in your life, it starts to calm you down. Yeah, I just said you are the architect of your life. And I can hear you. You're like, yeah, come on, Susan. I didn't ask to lose my job. I didn't ask to get sick or be in the accident or be in this awful relationship. That was outside of my control. Well, from the physical point of view, you're probably correct. But from the bigger point of view, from your soul's point of view, you came to Earth to learn certain lessons. And through your filtering of divine love and perception and teaching when you were just a little guy, you started to stray from that message of, I am a magical being. I am a child of God. And I am creating and manifesting in my world all of the things that I want to learn during this physical lifetime. So if you want to learn what it's like to be powerless, then you're going to create things in your world that make you feel powerless. And if that's not bringing you joy, then make a new choice. And how you do that is recognize that you do have control, okay? And you take it back by understanding that you are a child of the universe and that you are here creating things in the physical so that you can experience them. So if you're not liking what you're experiencing, change the channel. The way you change the channel is you change your frequencies. The way you change your frequencies is about what you think about, what you speak about, what you feel about, and what you take action on. So if you're feeling frustrated and out of control, then start remembering that I do have control. You don't have to stay in that situation that's making you feel powerless. We had a young woman come in just the other day, and she was in an abusive relationship. She has 2 children with this person. And she's like, I can't leave until I get my nursing degree. And I'm like, that's not true. You can leave anytime you want. Oh no, I don't have the finance. Well, it would appear that you do not have options, but in fact you do have options. You just are choosing to stay in the situation. Okay, now I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan and be smart about things, especially if there's some physical danger going on. But you can always make new choices. And so when we worked together and I did some vibrational tune-ups for her, what came up wasn't really about this current relationship. It was about, guess what? The father-daughter relationship. And when she was just a wee pip, okay, her dad had made her feel through physical violence and verbal violence in emotional violence, that she was worthless and that she was powerless. And she believed it, as many of us do, because this is like one of the most important people in our life is our parent, okay? And so we worked a little bit on that and healing that fractured part of her soul. And I reminded her that that was just his opinion, that he had his own stuff going on, and that when you're 5 and 6 years old, and an adult, like a parent, says those things to you, you don't have the perception to be able to sort out the truth and the not so much the truth. But that was 20 years ago. You are an adult now, and you can see that this is a flawed individual with their own issues, and that what they said about you at that point in time had almost nothing to do with you. It had to do with them. And you can look at that situation and see it from an entirely different, higher point of view, and recognize that how you felt then was just that, how you felt then. You can choose how you feel now. That was a false narrative. If the narrative was you're worthless and you'll never amount to anything, or whatever the mantra that someone important or someone's important kept saying to you, it was a false narrative. They were wrong, okay? And so when you start to recognize that it's them, not you, then you start to take your power back. And you take your power back, you start to feel stronger. And when you start to feel stronger, you go, wait a minute, this isn't really bringing me joy, and I don't really want to keep doing this, whatever the situation is. And so you start making some smart choices, and you start doing things and thinking things and speaking things and feeling things and doing things that do bring you joy. And the more you do that, you'll be a little shocked how fast the stuff that wasn't working in your life disappears. It can be really a little jarring sometimes, okay? And you can have the illusion that it's like bad luck, but if you're in a really crappy job with a really awful, set of coworkers and bosses, and all of a sudden you get fired or laid off or whatever, thank God, okay? Because how long would you have stayed in that situation? I mean, really, okay? Now you're free to find something that does bring you joy. So see how different that frequency is? Oh my God, I just got fired. From, oh my God, I just got fired from the worst job on the planet. Thank you, God. I am now ready to start something wonderful and fresh. Big difference. So if you're feeling anxious and stressed out, take your power back. That's one way to do it. Folks, I hope that message resonates with you. This is Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah. Thumbs up if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button. You know the drill. Do the bell, all that stuff, okay? Helps us grow. We appreciate it. Namaste.